Okay, so I got a viewer request on a video I did talking about door knocking. Forget the gentleman's name, but he was concerned that door knocking appears unprofessional, that it seems desperate. It seems like something that only people who were down on their luck would ever consider doing. And the purpose of this video, in the context of selling final expense, but really this goes for any product out there, insurance, any product. What I want to do is kind of give you the apologetics for door knocking and why it's not desperate at all. In fact, it's actually extremely considerate for the people that you take care of that need what it is that we have to offer them. So that's what we're going to be talking about, is why door knocking is okay, and then how to help your mindset accept this, and how to look professional doing it is kind of another aspect of that. My name is David DuFord. I own DuFord Insurance Group. I train and recruit agents nationally to sell final expense, Medicare, and annuities face-to-face and over the phone. If you like what I have to say, go to my website. It's davidduford.com/FAQ to learn more about joining. All right, so let's talk about the basics here. So first of all, my retort to the door knocking thing is this. Door knocking is, let me back up and say this. You are not your prospect, and this is an important thing to remember as an insurance agent. We knock on doors if we sell final expense. We have to, because nobody picks the phone up anymore. I'm going to say nobody. Not a lot of people, as much as they used to, pick up the phone, understandably. But if you show up at the door and knock on the door and show them why you're there, that they request this information, you'll be shocked at how many people will actually let you in. But the thing that you have to overcome, if you have this mental baggage, is that door knocking isn't desperate. In fact, it's the opposite of desperate. It is extremely considerate. You see, we live in a society now where people don't want to talk to strangers because telemarketers and marketers have screwed everything up for us, right? They've called so many times that people are frustrated with something as simple as talking to people, and they shut down and avoid it. Well, the thing is that only leaves one avenue open for us to help them if we're a face-to-face agent, for those that don't pick up the phone, and that's seeing them unannounced at the door. The thing we know, experienced agents know, is we offer a product that makes a huge difference in the person's life. Sure, if you're an uninitiated and you're watching this, they could go online and buy insurance. They could call you when they're ready to buy insurance. They could do this, they could do that. Sure, that's true, but it's doesn't actually work in the real world. We know that insurance, especially final expense burial insurance, is sold, not bought. People don't go decide to buy life insurance. Many times people avoid the responsibility and the pre-planning. It's just part of being alive. You don't want to think about dying. And at the time, in many cases, you actually go to buy life insurance, it's too late. Your health has changed for the worst. And now you're in this position where you may not qualify for anything. So therein lies the point. You going out there and being of service to people is not unprofessional. It is the utmost pinnacle of professionalism. You are there to help them with something that we all know, for the most part, generally speaking, across the population. There's always exceptions, of course. People don't plan and prepare for. So we take it upon ourselves to put ourselves at risk, to put ourselves out of the way, to go help somebody with something that's extremely important. So that's why I think, this is a very professional thing that we're doing. The other thing I want you to understand is the nature of sales. Everybody hates to be sold, but everybody loves to buy, okay? So everything that you're going to hear, first of all, about door knocking is from the most negative Debbie Downers that are out there. They're the people that hate salespeople. I used to have a video up about door knocking and no solicitation signs, and how they're not that big of a deal. And people hated that video, downvoted, because there is just a strain of humanity that hates the idea of somebody approaching the door and talking to them. And I'm sure they've got their reasons, but not everybody's like that. They're a very small minority of the totality of humanity. The truth is, especially in final expense, because that's really what I can only speak to, is that most of the people are very friendly. Most of the people are very welcoming, and they appreciate that you're trying to help them out. And as long as you have the heart of a servant, and you're not there to push something on Mrs. Jones that they don't need, or prospects, and as long as you're not a jerk, what do you have to fear about looking professional or unprofessional? What do you have to fear about selling something that they don't want, right? This is you taking this projection from a bunch of negative people that cloud out any sort of dissent against that opinion they have, and thinking that that's normal, okay? They're not normal. They're the antisocial people, frankly. The vast majority of people are either neutral or positive. And I can say this because I've done thousands of door knocks, and this isn't projection. This isn't some sort of opinion based off of no experience. It's firsthand, many years experience working rural, working small town, working in the city, and everything in between. Most people are respectful. Most people aren't rude. And most people don't think professional or unprofessional when they knock on your door. They think if you're a professional or not by how you present yourself. Okay? And so this is the thing you got to understand is that if you're hung up on door knocking, how do you, and you can kind of see or come to terms with my kind of rationalizing of it here. What you need to do is take some extra steps to appear as professional as you can. So first of all, when you're door knocking, make sure that you dress professionally, okay? Don't look like a bum, okay? Tuck your shirt in. Wear some khakis, okay? If you've got a company shirt, wear the company shirt. Make sure your hair is done normal, right? Don't look like a bum because people will regard you as that, okay? You don't have to go up in a three-piece suit. I'm not saying that at all. You have to have yourself like put together, okay? The other thing you need to do is just practice good body language. Look people in the eye. Reach your hand out to shake them if they're okay with that. Smile. Joke a little bit. Be a friendly person. Be a human person. It's hard to be a jerk to somebody face to face when they're not doing anything to instigate it. It's real easy to be an asshole when you're being an asshole, all right? So take the high road. Be nice. Be jovial. And you'll find that they'll probably reciprocate that much as well. Now, the other things too, when you're door knocking is make sure that you have a script, make sure you know what you're doing. And I'm not advocating cold knocking. That's a lot harder. But remember the fact of the matter is when you're knocking on a door and they requested information like what we have in Final Expense, people generate leads, show them the lead. Okay, you're not there to solicit them. They solicited you. They sent the card back. And again, I can tell you this, many, many years doing this, as well as all experienced agents can tell you this. The truth is they're sending cards back. They know people come to them. You're not the first rodeo, all right? They've had other people solicit. They know what's going to happen. They're going to phone call or a door knock, and somebody's going to try to sell them something. So it's not something that's a complete stranger to them. So don't feel like, oh, man, they were so offended when I show up at their house. I didn't expect it, blah, blah, blah. It's nonsense, okay? So looking at my notes here, make sure I cover most of this. That's pretty much it, guys. I mean, get over the mindset stuff. Like this is unproductive bullshit that for some reason you have ingested in your mind, and you need to excommunicate the spirits from you, because door knocking is an absolute viable form to help people with their insurance. It is the furthest thing from being unprofessional, and it's going to make you a lot of money, and more importantly, it's going to help people who otherwise wouldn't get it. There are people right now, I'm assured of it, that bought a policy from me that never would have done so if I just only called them, and they're either in worse shape and couldn't qualify for anything now, or they're already dead, and their family has collected a premium, or not a premium, but a benefit, a death benefit from them because I showed up and didn't give much credence to this idea of professionality or not by door knocking. I just did my job, and I helped them, and that family's thankful for it, and that is the pinnacle of professionalism. So there you go. Think about that. Change your mind so you go out and change circumstances for people and help them out, because that's what door knocking is all about. If you'd like to learn more about joining my agency, click the links above or below to learn more. My name is Dave DeFord at DeFord Insurance Group. Y'all take care. Bye.